What if I told you that there is a type of woman who moves through life with quiet confidence, unshaken by social norms, and unfazed by expectations? She's not the loudest in the room, nor is she seeking validation, yet her presence is undeniable. She is the Sigma female. Sigma females operate outside the traditional social hierarchy, exuding independence, intelligence, and an almost mysterious allure. But how can you instantly recognize one? Stay tuned, because today we're breaking down the unmistakable signs of a Sigma female. Number 1. She doesn't seek approval, she creates her own path. A Sigma female operates outside the traditional social hierarchy, refusing to conform to societal expectations or group dynamics. Unlike alpha personalities who thrive on leadership roles and external validation, or beta personalities who seek comfort in following the group, the Sigma female is entirely self-reliant. She makes choices based on her own values, intuition, and logical reasoning rather than seeking permission or approval from others. Her independence is not a rebellious act. It is a conscious decision. She does not reject society outright, nor does she seek conflict. Instead, she navigates the world on her own terms, refusing to be swayed by trends, peer pressure, or the need for recognition. This level of autonomy can sometimes be mistaken for arrogance, but in reality, it stems from deep self-awareness and an unwavering belief in her own abilities. Imagine a corporate environment where many employees play the game of office politics, networking with the right people, engaging in small talk, and adjusting their personalities to fit different social situations. While others try to climb the corporate ladder by seeking approval from higher-ups, the Sigma female operates differently. She focuses on results rather than politics, earning respect through her competence, intelligence, and ability to deliver high-quality work. She may not engage in unnecessary networking or workplace gossip, yet her presence is undeniable. Her quiet confidence commands attention, and her success speaks for itself. This trait also extends to personal relationships. A Sigma female is not interested in validation from friends, family, or social media. She does not need likes, compliments, or external reinforcement to feel good about herself. Her self-worth is built from within, making her emotionally resilient and difficult to manipulate. When faced with criticism or opposition, she listens, evaluates, and makes adjustments only if it aligns with her values, never out of fear of judgment. The Sigma female's independence is her defining trait. She does not need external validation to make decisions, pursue goals, or define her worth. Her self-sufficiency makes her powerful, unshakable, and incredibly rare in a world that constantly seeks approval. When you encounter a woman who moves through life with quiet certainty, detached from social pressures yet highly capable, that's when you know you've spotted a Sigma female. Number 2. She values depth over superficial connections. A Sigma female is highly selective when it comes to relationships. She's not the type to entertain shallow conversations, engage in meaningless social interactions, or surround herself with people just for the sake of having company. Instead, she seeks out depth, authenticity, and intellectual stimulation in her connections. She would rather have a few meaningful relationships than a large social circle filled with surface-level acquaintances. This preference is not due to shyness or social anxiety. It is a deliberate choice. She understands that her time and energy are valuable, and she refuses to waste them on interactions that do not contribute to her growth or fulfillment. This can sometimes make her seem aloof or distant, but in reality, she is simply filtering out unnecessary noise to focus on what truly matters. Picture a social gathering where people are casually chatting about the latest gossip, trends or trivial topics. While many are eager to engage in small talk, the Sigma female finds little interest in these conversations. Instead of inserting herself into discussions that feel forced or inauthentic, she naturally gravitates toward deeper, more thought-provoking conversations. She may be the one in the corner having a profound discussion about philosophy, psychology, or personal development with a like-minded individual. When she speaks, her words carry substance, and when she listens, she absorbs information with genuine curiosity. Her selective nature also applies to friendships. While many people crave constant social interaction and validation from their peers, a Sigma female is perfectly comfortable spending time alone if it means avoiding superficial connections. She does not feel the need to keep up with social expectations or maintain relationships out of obligation. If someone does not align with her values or add meaningful depth to her life, she has no problem walking away. This ability to detach from inauthentic relationships makes her incredibly emotionally strong. She is not dependent on social validation, nor does she fear loneliness. Instead, she embraces solitude as a space for self-growth, introspection, and mental clarity. A Sigma female does not waste her energy on shallow relationships or trivial interactions. She thrives on depth, values meaningful conversations, and prioritizes quality over quantity when it comes to relationships. If you encounter a woman who is highly selective about her social connections, uninterested in small talk, yet deeply engaged in meaningful discussions, chances are you've just spotted a Sigma female. Number 3. She's mysterious and hard to read. A Sigma female naturally carries an air of mystery that sets her apart. She doesn't reveal everything about herself easily, and this makes her incredibly intriguing. People often find themselves drawn to her, not because she is trying to capture attention, but because she is difficult to figure out. Unlike those who seek validation through oversharing or constant social media updates, she chooses to keep certain aspects of her life private. Her mystery isn't an act, it's who she is. She doesn't feel the need to explain herself or put her entire personality on display. Instead, she moves through life with quiet confidence, letting her actions speak louder than words. This makes people naturally curious about her as they try to understand what drives her, what she thinks, and what she values. Imagine being in a workplace or social setting where most people openly share their thoughts, experiences, and emotions. There's always that one person who doesn't engage in unnecessary chatter, yet seems to know exactly what's going on. She listens, observes, and speaks only when necessary. But when she does, her words carry weight. This is the Sigma female. While others seek attention through words, she commands respect through her presence and the way she carries herself. Her mystery extends beyond conversation. She doesn't feel the need to disclose her every move, making it difficult for people to predict her next step. She's the type of person who might take a spontaneous trip, start a new passion project, or make a major life decision without feeling the need to announce it. This unpredictability adds to her enigmatic nature, making her even more compelling. However, this level of secrecy doesn't mean she is distant or unapproachable. When she does choose to open up, it's only to those she deeply trusts. If a Sigma female shares personal details with someone, it's because she has carefully assessed their character and deemed them worthy of her trust. A Sigma female's mysterious nature isn't about playing games. It's about maintaining control over her personal life. She doesn't seek validation through constant self-disclosure, and this makes her incredibly intriguing. If you come across a woman who speaks only when necessary, listens intently, and keeps her personal life private, yet still leaves people captivated, then you've just spotted a Sigma female. In number 4, she thrives in solitude, but commands respect in any room. A Sigma female is one of the rare individuals who genuinely enjoys her own company. Unlike many who feel uncomfortable being alone, she finds solitude to be a source of strength, growth, and mental clarity. This doesn't mean she is antisocial. It simply means she doesn't need constant social interaction to feel fulfilled. She sees solitude as an opportunity to reflect, create, and sharpen her mind, making her one of the most self-sufficient personalities you'll encounter. She doesn't seek out social gatherings just for the sake of fitting in. If she attends an event, it's because she wants to, not because she feels obligated. When she does step into a social setting, her presence is immediately felt, not because she demands attention, but because she carries herself with quiet confidence and unshakable self-assurance. Picture a networking event where many people are trying to impress others with their accomplishments, speaking loudly and working the room. Then there's the Sigma female. She isn't the one jumping from group to group or forcing conversations. Instead, she might stand back, observe, and engage in select, meaningful discussions. Yet, people notice her. They respect her because she doesn't seek approval, doesn't try to dominate the room, and yet she leaves an impact with her words and presence. Her ability to be alone without feeling lonely makes her emotionally strong. While others might struggle with being by themselves, she embraces it. She spends time reading, learning, working on personal projects, or simply enjoying the peace that comes with solitude. This trait also makes her incredibly selective about who she allows into her space. If she chooses to spend time with someone, it's because she genuinely values their presence, not because she needs company. Despite her preference for solitude, when she does engage with others, she is highly respected. People recognize her depth, intelligence, and quiet authority. She doesn't have to prove herself with words. Her actions, intellect, and self-possession do it for her. A Sigma female thrives in solitude, but is far from invisible. She doesn't need a crowd to feel validated, yet when she walks into a room, her presence commands respect. If you meet a woman who's comfortable being alone, selective about her interactions, yet effortlessly impactful in any social setting, you've just spotted a Sigma female. Number 5. She's unapologetically authentic. A Sigma female is one of the rarest individuals you'll meet because she's completely and unapologetically herself. She does not conform to societal expectations, nor does she feel pressured to fit into a mold that others impose on her. While many people shape their behavior based on trends, social validation, or the fear of being judged, the Sigma female remains true to her values, principles, and beliefs, regardless of external pressures. Her authenticity is not an act of rebellion, but rather an expression of deep self-awareness. She knows who she is, what she stands for, and what she refuses to tolerate. Because of this, she does not waste energy trying to please people or seeking approval. This can sometimes make her appear distant or indifferent, but in reality, she simply refuses to compromise her identity for the sake of fitting in. In the workplace, most employees tend to adjust their personalities to align with company culture. They may suppress their true thoughts, modify their behavior, or agree with the majority to avoid conflict. The Sigma female, on the other hand, does not play this game. She speaks her mind with honesty and integrity. She does not pretend to be someone she's not just to be liked by colleagues or superiors. As a result, People respect her because they know she is genuine, even if she doesn't always conform to expectations. This level of authenticity extends into her personal life as well. She does not dress, speak, or act in a way that is dictated by social media, pop culture, or peer influence. She chooses her style, hobbies, and passions based on what truly resonates with her, not because she wants to impress others. If something doesn't align with her personal standards, she has no problem saying no, regardless of how others may react. Because she refuses to be anything other than herself, she attracts people who appreciate her for who she truly is. She may not have a large circle of friends, but the connections she does form are meaningful, built on trust and free from pretenses. A Sigma female does not bend to societal norms or expectations. She embraces who she is without apology, making her one of the most authentic and rare personalities. If you meet a woman who stands firm in her identity, unaffected by trends, peer pressure, or the need for validation, you've just spotted a Sigma female. Number 6. She moves in silence, but achieves in power. A Sigma female is not the type to broadcast her every move. She doesn't announce her goals, seek validation for her ambitions, or share unnecessary details about her personal or professional life. Instead, she moves with quiet determination, letting her success be the only proof of her hard work. While others may feel the need to publicize their progress for recognition, she prefers to build in silence and let the results speak for themselves. Her approach is strategic. She understands that speaking too soon about her plans can invite unnecessary opinions, distractions, or even envy from those who may not have her best interests at heart. Instead of wasting energy explaining herself, she focuses entirely on execution. This makes her highly unpredictable. One moment, she seems to be in the background, and the next, she has accomplished something extraordinary that no one saw coming. Think about a typical work environment. Many employees openly discuss their career plans, promotions they're hoping for, or projects they're working on. They seek validation through discussions and updates, often before anything tangible has been achieved. A Sigma female, however, operates differently. She works diligently behind the scenes, refining her skills, mastering her craft, and executing her plans with precision. When the time comes, she delivers results that command respect, not because she sought attention, but because she let her work do the talking. The same principle applies to her personal life. If she has a major life goal, whether it's starting a business, traveling the world, or making a significant lifestyle change, she won't feel the need to share every step with others. Instead, she keeps her vision close, taking deliberate and calculated actions. And when she finally reveals what she's accomplished, people are often left in awe, wondering how she managed to achieve so much without them even realizing it. This ability to operate in silence gives her a psychological advantage. She avoids unnecessary scrutiny, protects her energy, and remains free from the influence of external opinions. Her mindset is simple. She doesn't need applause to stay motivated. She is driven by her own standards of excellence. A Sigma female doesn't seek attention or validation for her ambitions. She moves quietly, works relentlessly, and lets her results speak louder than words. If you meet a woman who operates in silence yet achieves with undeniable impact, you've just spotted a Sigma female. Spotting a Sigma female is simple once you know what to look for. She's a woman who operates outside the traditional social framework, unburdened by the pressures to fit into a specific mold or meet external expectations. She lives life on her terms. Her independence is not just a preference, It is her foundation. It's the source of her strength, the reason she walks through life with such quiet confidence. She doesn't follow the herd. She creates her own path. And through that path, she commands respect, admiration, and recognition without ever needing to ask for it. But her influence runs deeper than just her independence. A Sigma female is a woman of mystery, an enigma that invites curiosity, yet resists being easily understood. She doesn't wear her thoughts on her sleeve, and she certainly doesn't crave attention. Instead, her silence is a powerful tool. It speaks volumes, capturing the interest of those around her and creating an aura of intrigue. The more you try to decode her, the more you realize that there's more beneath the surface, layers of depth and complexity that few are privileged enough to witness. In the realm of relationships, she prefers quality over quantity. Superficial connections don't interest her. Instead, she cherishes deep, meaningful interactions where real substance exists. The Sigma female's conversations are thought-provoking, where ideas flow freely and surface-level chatter takes a back seat. This makes her not just a fascinating conversationalist, but also someone who cultivates authentic relationships that endure the test of time. Solitude, too, is a crucial aspect of her life. While others might fear loneliness or feel the pressure to constantly be surrounded by people, the Sigma female finds power in solitude. It's where she gains clarity, renews her energy, and nurtures her intellectual and emotional growth. She understands that in solitude, she can connect with herself on a profound level, unlocking her true potential. Yet, when she steps into a room, her presence is felt. She doesn't need to shout to be heard. Her energy speaks for itself, and people naturally gravitate toward her. A Sigma female is unapologetically authentic. She doesn't bend to societal pressures or trends. She follows her own compass, unafraid to go against the grain. This authenticity radiates from her, allowing her to remain at peace with who she is, regardless of what others think. There's no pretense in her life, just a genuine embrace of her true self. Finally, it's her intellectual sharpness that sets her apart. She's a quiet observer, taking in the world around her with keen perception. Her intellect is not something that demands attention. It quietly absorbs, assesses, and sharpens. And when she speaks, it's with precision, her words cutting through the noise with a clarity that can't be ignored. The Sigma female is a force, unseen, often underestimated, yet impossible to ignore. She lives authentically and unapologetically, making an indelible mark on the world around her without ever seeking validation. She is her own greatest asset, and that's exactly what makes her unforgettable. If you found this breakdown insightful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more empowering content. Until next time, stay true to yourself, stay strong, and keep embracing the power of your mind.